Still thinking. We're live.
Hi, welcome to the StockinetteZombies. I'm Amy, also known as Jay Nitma.
I'm Megan, also known as Just Run It, and this is episode 411, where we're going to talk about whips.
Yes.
I just realized the punniness of so long circuitous way to get to this, but last night somebody new joined and was talking about the zombie apocalypse, the ZKN VKN, and was like, so, but you guys aren't like dressed up or anything, right? It's been a while since I thought about like the actual zombie part of our Stockinette Zombie. And so then, yeah, we're live is kind of a funny thing to say about zombies. We're live.
Yes, very
Anyway.
much so.
Yeah, sometimes things just really have to like jump up and smack me in the face before I realize that they're punny. I was talking about the retreat to some of my coworkers, and I said things were relatively seamless, and they were like, "Oh, good one." And I was like, "I didn't even do that on purpose." So yeah, words, they delight me.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. How have you been?
Good. It's been a busy week. I have a kiddo volunteering at the local nature center all week. So driving in there in the morning and kind of getting to work a little bit later than I usually do. And then, which causes for later nights, which are causing, it's just a ripple effect throughout my day. And I've been trying to, I don't know. I've been watching some like ADHD TikTok type things. They're not on TikTok. They've made it to Reels,
Yeah.
I'm not quite that savvy. But one of them came up and had this suggestion on how to clean. And I know this isn't tips and tricks week, but I thought this was so cool. So you get those reusable grocery bags that are hard-sided or, a little bit stiffer sides, and you have multiples of those. And then when you're in a room and you're cleaning it and you find something that belongs in another room, you put it in the bag that's associated with that room instead of leaving the room.
Yeah.
And it was like kind of like a, mind blown moment, because I don't know how many times I've went to put away that thing that I found in room 1 into room 2, which leads me to room 3. And, what I was doing in room 1 is no longer like high priority task anymore.
Yeah. Stream of consciousness cleaning is what I call it.
Yeah. And it's fine. Things get done, but a full clean of one room never really happens. So I bought those this week. They arrived this week. So far, room 1 is still not done, but everything that is misplaced has been put into the bins. And it's just a matter of how clean, how deep do I want to go with putting things back and in their places? Because I think that's going to take the whole family, not just me.
Yeah. Well, assign somebody a bag / room, right?
Well, yeah, and mainly it's to do with our laundry habits.
Got it. Yeah.
So, but anyway, so that's how my week's been going.
Excellent. Yeah, no, it's been again, I hesitate to even mention it because I know that a lot of people are dealing with extreme heat, but it's been a nice week to have the windows open here and enjoying the outdoors. It's kind of crazy that like it's almost the end of July. I know a lot of things are happening for a lot of people. Just my husband going on RAGBRAI is always kind of like a harbinger of like midsummer / things are, summer's kind of coming to not an end. We in Minnesota have all of August, right? But it's like a warning sign. It's a marker, right? When you hit it, that time has progressed. RAGBRAI's next week.
Whoa.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So our children we've got children that will be starting their senior year, which is like, what is even happening?
Somebody said to me, well, we're getting our senior pictures taken. And I went, oh yeah, that postcard is sitting on my fridge and I have not scheduled them yet. Yeah, I gotta get them scheduled.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing. All right. Well, wanted to give a shout out that on Saturday we're doing a show and share for the Craft Your Own book venture. Super excited about that. And it's been top of mind because I'm working on the graphic for our little, you participated in 2 quarters, 3 of the 5 prompts in 2 quarters. And remember that whips, also 1 whip per quarter counts. So I feel like it's mostly a exercise in finding a project that you want in it that also fits the prompt. But I hope that other people are inspired by the prompts as well to maybe help them. Project selection is hard. I don't know. Maybe it's not hard for other people, but I feel like it's hard for me. And sometimes having kind of those, guardrails to like guide you in your selection is helpful. But yeah, we'll have what we can talk about, needle adjacent projects that people have planned, whips that they've got on the needles and things that they've finished in the past. And just hoping to have a really great conversation on Saturday at 1 Central Time. So that's for ZKN members, and the link should be in your inbox. So
I will, make sure that I listen to my alarms this weekend and join you guys. I had all intentions of joining you last night, but I got kind of on a cleaning kick yet again. So made supper and then made sure that empty sink kind of thing. And
no, I get it. And when those things, when those moments, it's like when you feel like weaving in ends, like you really just need to capitalize on the weaving in ends.
Exactly. That is how the universal thing, right? Like when I feel like weaving in ends, I gotta weave in ends. When I feel like cleaning the kitchen deeper than I normally do, gotta do it.
Lean in on it. Yeah. All right, let's talk about some whips, unless you have anything else that you wanted to chat about in Administrati.
Nope. So we have a sock whip. It is very close to being done. I am counting the stripes, basically. I'm like, ooh, I'm so close. So I think I have 1 more pink stripe and then I'm on to the cuff. So I am getting tantalizingly close to having a pair of socks. This is 716. I don't know the name of the colorway, unfortunately, but
it's kind of bloody.
Yeah, it does. And then we have an OMG heel. And so there's that.
That's one of our prompts as well, right? With the sock, right? A footnote project for your feet.
That could be part of footnote. Yep, absolutely. I was trying to remember if it was a whip or not, but no, I started that this year. And then we have, I started making, I think it's Ariana. It's a free pattern. I think it's a free pattern from somebody that is fairly, they wrote it for Barocco. Anyway, we have started some squares. So
I love those color combos.
Yeah. So I am debating, there's like a really light pale purple that I plan to get as solid and put that in the in-between or the joining parts of that sweater. So when I attach them, they're going to be this direction. It's a really cool V-neck cardigan. So there's that.
And dare I ask, is there like a number of those squares, or do we not talk about the number of squares that we'll need?
It is, I believe, for my size 46. There's only 2 sizes, and the size I'm knitting is the smaller of the 2 sizes. I think that the bigger size would be too oversized, but it is designed to be oversized. So I'm wondering if it's not going to be as oversized, me knitting the smaller one, but that's all right. I have to make 46, I believe, and then triangles of, so half and quarter granny squares. Yeah. And
To
those
fill
are
in.
under 20. So I think I'll, those aren't so bad. I don't know. I'm keeping track of them. I'm trying to make, I have my little knit notes and I'm like checking them off as I get them done. I've started doing them kind of in batches where I'll start the centers of a bunch and then start adding layers to that subset. And that's
almost like
helping.
in tandem, like knitting a sleeves in tandem, right? Where you get to a certain point on one sleeve and then you get the other sleeve to that point, and then
yeah, but not in a manageable. I don't want to do all 46 and then come back. No, it's like, oh, I'm going to do 5 and then I'm going to finish all 5. And then
can you
I'm going to
imagine coming upon that project bag? Like if you just decided to set it aside and be like, what are these 46, like just little
tiny squares? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I'm just imagining. And there are yours pink as well. Like you might be like, what are these even? Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So I have 12 done. I have 8 that are on my new blocking board. I used some gift certificates that people gave me recently to order a little granny square blocking board. It's like wooden and has these little posts. It's really cute. So I am blocking them. I have 8 on the blocking board, and then these 4 were finished last night. So,
will your squares all be that same like center color, middle color, outside color? Okay.
Yeah, it's a very uniform looking pattern, and I didn't want to deviate. Maybe if I love it and I want to make it again, I'll do something a little bit more like patchworky. But for now, it's going to be fairly uniform. It's jazzy. It's got marl.
Oh,
in there
no. I mean, it's going to have a lot of visual interest, even if each of the squares are exactly the same. I didn't know if like the pattern incorporated any like fading or like, color transition. So, yeah.
Nope, just 46 of the exact same thing. But again, the yarn is pleasant. I'm moving on through them. I have 12 done. So we'll keep on going. And that didn't seem to take me too long, less than a week or around a week.
Laura in the comments says that she would love to see your granny square blocking board on the next tips and tricks episode.
I'll see if I can remember that. I have to bring it in. So it's not too big, so it could happen. It could happen. Okay, where? Sorry, I have the next ball of yarn isn't wound up yet, and it became loosey-goosey in the bag, so it was wrapped around the project. I forget what the name of this one is. It starts with an M.
Mir Serena? Is that Caitlin Hunter? Okay.
Yeah. And so, yep. Beautiful.
Yes. And there's lace up at the top, right?
Yeah. Yep. Some lace up at the top. And then there's these flowers. And I have 4 colors in it now. The 5th color is right here. And then it'll be just the screen after that.
Tell me about that green. Speak green to me.
This is Jeanette's cashmere. I don't think it's the silk, but maybe it is. But it's definitely cashmere fingering weight from Jeanette. I don't know the color. I don't feel the ball or the label in the middle, but one of Jeanette's beautiful colors. I started it at the retreat frolic. And then I picked it up again because now it is, not part of the KEL for.
And it started before the beginning of the year. Yep.
Yeah. But whips count in the book venture, so I'm going to pick it up again. I don't know what adventure it could be, but I definitely want the project to be, I want the garment. So I'm going to keep motoring through and get this beautiful color work done so that I could just zoom, zoom, zoom.
Mhm.
And
Is there
then
texture on the rest of it, or is it just plain stockinette? I'm trying to remember.
I haven't looked forward at all.
Okay.
Probably.
I think that there's some texture. Yeah.
So then some footnotes, or not footnote, just some additional, like I got these at the Knitpocalypse. They're my little coffee sloths. And then this is color appropriate. It's a little bacon stitch marker, or bacon themed stitch marker. So,
Very fun.
And that's it. That's all I have right now. Everything else is kind of finished, or is like, one of those super long whips that you're like, yeah, that blanket, maybe I'll get it done eventually kind of things. These are all my active projects.
Excellent, excellent. Well, it may come as a surprise to some, but I finished my my last Musselburgh and did not immediately cast on the next one. I know, right? I think it may have to do with the fact that I'm not picking like colors that necessarily make me happy. I'm like knitting for other people. Or the thought of other people. I don't have specific recipients picked out. But I did pick up some self-striping from Woolens and Nosh. At the first Indie Untangled that I met Michelle Woolens and Nosh, I got the sushi, her sushi self-striping. And I decided to start a skew. I'm adding in this pink because she's reformulated the sushi colorway, but the stripes are really thick. And I wanted to make sure that I was getting smaller stripes. So I'm kind of thinking of this as like the hydrangea flower the edible flowers that they put on the plate when you go to the sushi restaurant, and you can see you've got rice and some of the salmon in there. And I just got to the wasabi. And then there's really large sections. There's a red section, and then there's really large sections of the black, and the white is a pretty large stripe as well. But back to an oldie but goodie with the skew socks, and making my own micro stripes there. I recently totally binged, like less than 24 hours, I think, the yoke of this Kuutar. It's Kuutar by Sari Norland.
That's
The
in my
lace
queue. I swear, like we were on the same wavelength, because I am
she's
going to
having a
miss that.
summer sale, and she's got this motif on a summer top, a winter, like long sleeve, a tank top. So there's a lot of this if you're out kind of looking at Ravelry, but it was so much fun.
Send me the codes, because I didn't buy it yet.
Okay. And the lace was super fun. This is I can't remember if I was part of a Madeline Tosh club, or I just found it on their direct to consumer purchasing options like madelinetosh.com. But this is a base that I've not seen like commercially. It's called Air Light, EYRE Light. And it's 60% merino, 20% silk, 20% baby alpaca. So again, not Amy safe, but it's a single ply, and just really enjoy how it's knitted up. Again, it looks very I don't know, the alpaca stretches a lot. So right now it looks very narrow, but it's actually, when I put it on, I have positive ease, I swear. And then this is what I've got left, and I'm just going to make the sleeves kind of in that tandem fashion that I was just talking about as long as I can. I find that I'll wear like mid sleeve, longer sleeve things in the summer. So this will be a nice summer top that I can also wear in the winter. And yeah, I don't know if you can see it, but it's just a really nice kind of, it's got notes of blue, but like pink, and then like a little bit or purple, pink or blue and purple, and then like the fuzz is kind of that pink halo on it. And it's just got a really great depth of color. And I'm, super excited about this one. So
I'm
much.
tempted to
Go ahead.
knit it in a linen.
Yeah. So much so that I had another top that I made out of Madeline Tosh also has a merino linen.
Oh,
And I
okay.
know Sam has Lavender Loon has a merino linen that I've bought as well. But I knit a top and I don't know that I've ever worn it. I'll post notes about it. Had a really wide opening for the shoulders. Like, I don't know, when I was making it, I obviously thought I was just gonna, that I was going to love it as we do. And then I've never worn it. And then as part of kind of preparing for ZK, I was going through my items that would be available for knitwear adoption. And I was like, I love this color. I love this yarn. I've never worn this top. So this weekend, while I was watching Wimbledon, I deconstructed said top into component parts. And I'm thinking kind of another similar like lace at the top. I know there's Salty Air tee that a lot of people love. I believe Stephanie Lotvin just came out with one that was in my inbox, something to do with nature, that has lace at the top. That's a tee. I'm all in. So I just reclaimed this, and this is needle adjacent. I'm just finding the exact right.
I think, didn't Tiff also make one that was kind
Yes,
of
she just wildflowers, I think it's called. Wildflowers. Yeah. No, this is like top of mind, right? Like I hand unwound it, and am excited to find a something. Yeah, the true nature tee. Thank you, Laura. You're a good assistant. I want to see the Granny Square blocking board. I want second, or the true nature tee just came out today. 60% off for her new newsletter subscribers. Enabling alert. So yes, there's this.
Go.
Yes.
Subscribe.
Also for Rhinebeck, I wasn't like, it didn't really hit me that I needed it until I remembered that I had plans to make something with my Feederbrook farm. That's kind of like the spin cycle yarn. We were going to make the pullover pressed flowers. And it got, quite a bit actually of it made. And then I tinked it, or I ripped it out, I frogged it. And so I've been kind of stirring my stash. I think this is going to be a tessellated. Yeah. The purple is the mohair that it is written up for. This is some Lion Brand 100% merino superwash as the gray. And then, this is going to be the color changing yarn in it. So I'm excited. About the tessellated. I'm going pullover, not vest, or long sleeve, not vest. I know some people that are doing vest. I think I would enjoy a vest.
Do vest.
Yeah,
I would do vest. Yeah. Well, my kid is really into vest, and I think I need a vest in my life.
Yeah. So that one's fun. I do feel like I really enjoy sleeves on things. Sometimes I get a little weird about like how things are underneath vests or necklines or whatever. So I'm going with the pullover. And then also needle adjacent, making a snow pine, which is very futzy. I've come to find out, like, we're looking at the aesthetic. It's by Woolen Pine. It is like a raglan that has different color sleeves than the rest of the body, and then like sprinkles of color work, like pops of sprinkles of color work throughout the sweater. So the top part where you're doing the sleeves are a different color is intarsia in the round, but worked flat. And then you're also doing color work. So at any given time, there's 5 strands of yarn connected up at the yoke. Yeah, it's going to be fun.
You said
I enjoy
some
a good
things
challenge.
that don't.
We can do hard things. We decided last night on VK.
You said intarsia in the round worked flat. How does that work?
You have to turn around and do it flat, and But so my main body color, like the body that's here, is going to be this Heathers by Leading Men Fiber Arts. My sprinkles throughout is going to be, oh, and now I've forgotten it. It's like highlighter, I believe. No, lightning bug.
Yep.
Yep. And then my sleeve color is going to be this nice, I think it's Perfection is,
Okay.
So
and you said this pine, so I can go look this up.
Yeah, snow pine is the design. Yeah.
Okay.
It's going to be interesting. Think, so it's going to be the opposite of this car, right? It's once you get past the upper body, it's going to be like, oh, it's just kind of like, this color work every couple of rows, right? Versus this, which was like all of, eating your eating the pudding first, eating dessert first. You're gonna have to work at the top, but then the rest of it will be fun. And we've all, a couple of us have selected different colors, so we'll be wearing the same sweater, but different colors. And then this Heathers is the main on all of ours, I believe, or many of them. So yeah,
I love the concept. Can't wait to see pictures of everybody in there.
We had a couple of people with Schadenfreude on the call last night that, we're like, I am going to take delight in your discomfort. That doesn't sound fun.
Yeah.
But no, I'm excited to get that cast on. I've got so all this was caked up for me, and we picked out, the high put up yarn, and then, for the intarsia pieces need to split it, right? So I'm going to have to split these so that they can be worked with that intarsia in the round work flat. May end up just, working it in, working on the tessellated and loving, and then working that in. Like, I will go non-monogamous if needed.
Well, hopefully next week you'll see a different background behind me.
Yay!
There's some hope or light that our offices might be done. But have a good week, everybody. Bye.
Yep. Bye, Uvta.
All right. Got to
Yep. Sorry.